Today we're taking you to our favorite restaurant in Los Angeles. We've been coming to Kato for almost a decade now. We first went when it was back in a strip mall, and now it's at this beautiful location in downtown LA. Los Angeles is my hometown, and we've been to this fine dining restaurant more than any other. We're Anders and Kaitlin, and we travel for food. Follow us inside Kato in Los Angeles, a Taiwanese fine dining restaurant led by Chef Jon Yao. The menu is inspired by his family recipes and the food he grew up eating in the San Gabriel Valley, reimagined in a fine dining format. We first visited Kato back in 2019, when it was tucked away in a strip mall. The restaurant moved to the Row in downtown LA in 2022. And with each visit since, the food has become more refined, more confident, and more personal. This is actually the fine dining restaurant we've visited the most in LA. And watching it mature over the years has been incredibly rewarding. We can confidently say that this is the best Kato has ever been. Jon Yao won the James Beard Award for the Best Chef in California in 2025, and Kato currently holds 1 Michelin star. But we think they deserve more. And if you want to experience Kato without committing to the full tasting menu, stick around. We'll show you how to do it for half the price. The first dish was a fresh crudo of aged amberjack with salted cucumbers, cilantro relish, and sesame. The flavors are inspired by Taiwanese cold noodles with a sesame peanut dressing. But here it's reimagined with raw fish instead of noodles. A hit of Szechuan peppercorn left our lips tingling.
It's like nutty but spicy. The cucumbers are like cucumber salad. Delicious.
Next came a Kato signature, one that can never leave the menu. The yóutiáo, a Chinese donut filled with sea urchin and a brown butter emulsion, topped with a slice of hamon and a healthy dollop of caviar. This just might be the best bite in Los Angeles. Light as air, warm, and absolutely packed with butter. As it exploded in my mouth, I was already wondering when I could eat it again.
That is one of the best bites in the world. I don't want to eat anything else.
One more please. So I'm thinking.
The next dish was Kato's take on Szechuan fish with sour vegetables. Here, cold smoked trout was served in a smoked fish broth with spring peas and trout roe. It was smoky, savory, spicy, and umami rich. We honestly haven't had anything like this on a tasting menu anywhere in the world. The flavors and combinations felt completely unique. The following course instantly transported us to the San Gabriel Valley. Yao's childhood memories of basil stir-fry inspired this dish, featuring grilled sablefish with a clam and basil sauce, alongside grilled abalone and raw gooey duck. Every bite left us wanting more.
It's intensely herbaceous, really basil forward, but the caramelized fish is like candy.
We added a supplement dish to the menu. Lightly battered spiny lobster, topped with a salted egg yolk relish, finished with a sauce made from caramelized lobster shells and lobster fat. The flavors were distinctly Asian, with a fiery afterburn from the Scotch bonnet chilies. We loved the meaty texture of the lobster, balanced by the aromatic curry leaves.
It's like instantly brought me back to Singapore.
Yeah. Street food in Singapore. Street food in Taiwan. This food is so good.
What really sets Kato apart is that they take drinks just as seriously as the food, even when there's no alcohol involved. Kato was one of the first restaurants in LA to offer a house-made non-alcoholic pairing, and they still serve one of the most creative we've tried. These are ingredient-driven drinks crafted by the bar team, some with shaved ice, some carbonated, some fermented, others steeped with Taiwanese teas, and some served warm, like mulled wine.
Woo! Sucker punch. Sour, sweet, salty, bitter.
Kato also has one of the most impressive wine programs in North America, featuring the largest champagne selection outside of France. Affordable bottles starting at $30, and some of the rarest wines in the world, priced up to $17,000. The meal continued with the first of 2 meat courses. Quail from Brent Wolf. The birds were cooked Peking duck style, dry-aged, sugar-brined, lacquered, cold-smoked, and roasted. The sweet, smoky quail breast was served with a lemongrass sauce, ginger sticky rice, Taiwanese pepper, and marinated mushrooms.
Wow. The skin has a crisp to it, but it's also like soft and melts in the mouth, if that makes sense. It's like fatty. Like there's a great layer of fat on this bird. That was a happy bird. Flavor is insane. Sweet, smoky, no better quail.
The quail legs were pure flavor. We ate them straight off the bone. This was one of the highlights of the night.
Smells like the best bacon. Like applewood smoked bacon. And it tastes like applewood smoked bacon.
The final savory course showcased Wagyu beef cheek with puffed beef tendon, fermented chili bean paste, and cilantro flowers. The rich tender meat was served with a sidecar of fluffy milk bread glazed with garlic and honey, topped with seaweed and sesame. You're not leaving Kato hungry, that's for sure. They suggested making a cheeky beef sandwich, which was the best way to enjoy this main course.
That's definitely the move.
After so many intense flavors, we freshened things up with a palate cleanser. A cherimoya semi-freddo with mandarin juice soda. It was tropical, fresh, fizzy, foamy, and slightly sweet.
That really tastes like a mix of Asian California.
With dessert, we enjoyed an old-fashioned served from a tableside trolley, featuring Kato's private barrel whiskey, Taiwanese black sugar, Angostura bitters, and hand-carved ice. Kato's seasonal dessert was all about parsnip? Yes, parsnip. Trust us, we were just as surprised as you. But this parsnip crepe cake with parsnip cream, brown butter caramel, roasted parsnip ice cream, and a parsnip tuile was absolutely delicious. It's amazing how much natural sweetness they were able to extract from those veggies to create a truly unique and compelling dessert. Of course, we couldn't leave without ordering Kato's signature dessert, the only dish that made the move downtown from the original strip mall location. It's a classic for a reason. Bonito yam tapioca balls, salty cheese foam, and shaved brown butter sablé. Is there anything better than brown butter melting on your tongue?
We first had this dish in 2019, and it was one of the best dishes we had that year. It's still one of the best desserts out there. It's like these huge little tapioca boba balls, chewy, giant, salty, cheese, and the brown butter. Perfect sweet salty dessert. Top tier dessert.
Kato also has a bar area where they serve a condensed tasting menu. 6 courses for $185, featuring a collection of classic Kato dishes. It takes about half the time and costs half the price, and the dishes are completely different from the dining room menu. This is a great option if you want to dip your toes in the water and experience Kato without going all in. It's also a perfect place to start or end your night with one of their creative cocktails.
Okay, it's weird, but I like it. It smells much more floral than it tastes. I've never had a drink that tastes like this.
Kato serves some of the most original, technically precise, and deeply personal food in Los Angeles. It simultaneously feels so one of a kind, and yet somehow it still feels comfortable and familiar. It tastes like my hometown. It tastes like LA. And it's not just the food. The bar program is one of the most thoughtful anywhere, and the non-alcoholic pairing is still among the best we've tried. But the hospitality, led by Nikki Reginaldo and Ryan Bailey, is what keeps us coming back. This is a team that genuinely cares, and it shows in every interaction. We've been visiting Kato for almost a decade, and watching it grow into what it is today has been incredibly meaningful. This is the most confident, most complete version of Kato we've ever experienced. Kato holds 1 Michelin star right now, but we know it's just a matter of time until they earn their second. This is a restaurant that knows exactly who it is, where it comes from, and where it's going. Kato is our favorite fine dining restaurant in Los Angeles. It's a place we'll keep returning to, not just because the menu is constantly in motion, but because the team always makes us feel at home. We can't wait to come back. Did you know we have an international food community? Join the Hungries to connect with other foodies around the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more food and travel videos. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at @AndersHusa and Carnivore. Thanks for watching!